simple squat mechanic slash why can't I do this type of exercise. So I live near a bike trail here, and this is kind of the first video that really came to mind to share with you guys. And I also live around a community that's a bit older. So that was Frank. So whenever I see these people go for walks, drive, get in their cars and things like that, I wonder why they move the way they move. And they all have similar patterns. So whenever I see cyclists, it's a very, very common pattern that you see with the cyclists. And I'm going to show you here with this bike. Even though this is not a bicycle, it's still the same pattern. It's got a crank, a pedal, and it's got a sprocket. So you're going to see the ranges of motion that you go through as a cyclist. And I want you to think about the ranges of motions you don't go through as a cyclist. And those are the things that we're going to pretty much think about today. So I'm going to get on here. And normally as a cyclist, you have a slight bend of the knee there. Maybe this is perfect for you, maybe it's not perfect for you. But this is what it normally looks like. You have a handlebar or something like that up front. I'm just going to use my arms here. But notice the leg. We have extension, which really, it's up to you what you think about extension, but I would think of maybe something more like this. And then you have flexion here. This is a little bit above parallels, many would say. The angle here is close to 90, a little bit less. So angle on the knee, right, we still have a good amount of room there. And then angle in the hip, we still have a good amount of room there. So if you were to look at just human motion, the bike doesn't deliver a full biomechanic range of motion of the lower part of our body for us humans, right? So if you use a bicycle for 90, 100% of your exercise, you're probably missing out that last piece. So I'm going to go over the squat here, and you're going to see, oh, what am I doing, what am I not doing? So here, I have a ramp. And this ramp allows for a little more range of your ankle, but it also goes a lot with a lot of pressures and stuff. We're not going to get into that. But when you think of a squat, like you see a lot of facilities around here that promote a back squat, for example. I'll take this bar, put it on my back, and you'll see something like this. Now, how much different was that than a bike or say a deadlift, right? Not much, but we're trying to work a squat here, and we're trying to take the ankle through a full flexion, we're trying to take the knee through a full flexion, and we're trying to take the hip through a full flexion. So what I would do is, I would take someone, they'll probably grab something in front of them, and they'll come down, they'll take their ankle to a full flexion, so notice the ankle, then you'll take the knee, and then you'll take the hip. So now, this is going through a full range of motion on the lower body. Alright, so now to get out of this, we're going to press straight down and come straight up. We'll come down and back to the top. Now, if you're doing something that does not look like that, it's most likely not a squat. If you're doing something that does not look like that, you're probably dealing with something more like a deadlift. Alright, so what I want you guys to think about after this video is, am I going through that full range of motion of the lower extremities? If you're not, you're probably going to have some issues down the line. And I'm here to help you with that. So if you have any inquiries or questions, I'll be posting more videos of these kind of things. And I'm definitely, the next video you'll see, it'll be about running and the ranges of motion that we see there. Now, my goal is always, if you are a cyclist, if you are a runner, or if you do anything, I want to have you do that thing that you love to do as much as possible. Now, all I'm doing is kind of just filling in the holes, So one of my good friends, Pat Davison, mentioned something in a seminar, I don't know, I've been to so many of them, that really shook me up. And it was, life, a program, whatever you want to think about, is like a big bowl of soup. Now, I'm eating that soup, and I immediately notice that it's missing something. Is it salt? Is it pepper? Is it potatoes? Is it meat? Whatever it is, it stands out to you. This is how movement is as well. When you see someone walk, what are they missing? When you see someone run, what are they missing? When you see someone squat or whatever their program is, what is it missing? And we want to fill in that hole to continue to have that best tasting soup you possibly can. If your coach or the person doing your program or even yourself is not having a well-seasoned soup and something is missing, we're going to deal with some issues down the road that are not probably going to be very good. So look forward to the next videos.